If you're a slicer, then you're just 2 steps away from fixing this forever.
Hi guys, are you the player that struggles with the slice? That dreaded shot that starts to the left of your target, kills wildly to the right, into the trees, lose your golf ball, cost you penalty shots, all that kind of stuff. Well, today's video is for you. So today I'm going to take you through a step-by-step guide that I run through with all my clients who come with that same problem, and everything we do to try and fix it. So first off, what causes the slice? More often than not, what we see a lot of the clients doing is they come in, they get their arms too high, so everything's coming around back to the golf ball above the plane. They get the club head outside their hands, and from this position all they can do then is open the body up, swing the golf club to the left. So each time you're swinging that golf club to the left, obviously that's going to create the path direction, and then from there they've got a club face that's open to that path. So with that club face pointing to the right of that path, is adding the left to right spin and causing the slice. So let's get to it. So the first part of this, what we need to do is get the club face square to the path. So the things that we look at first of all, some players come in and they've actually got the club head pointing a little bit to the right anyway. So first thing we get them to do is just let the club sit down on the ground. So that club face we know then is square to the target. Next part of it, what I'd try and do then is take a look at the grip. So a lot of people have the grip a little bit too weak. So this is the first part of what you can check on. So do you have a V that points up towards your left shoulder? Can you only see one knuckle on that left hand? If that's the case, then what we're going to do is turn the hand a little bit more around to the right, a little bit more over the top. So what we want to check here is that we've got a V between your finger and your thumb that points up to this trail shoulder, and we've got at least 2 knuckles visible on that left hand. So that would then assume that the left hand is now more in a much stronger position, more neutral position, allowing the club face to square up a little bit more within the golf swing. Want to make sure, obviously, then we check that the right thumb covers the left thumb. We've got another V between the right finger and the right thumb that points up the right arm towards that right shoulder as well. So now we've got the golf club in the right place. If next the club face still isn't squaring up, one of the other places to check basically is the release of the golf club. So from there we get a lot of players who come in, and because they focus so much on controlling the club face, they want to keep the left hand on top of the right hand through the swing, which then obviously is holding that golf club open to the target. So what we want to do there is look for the rotation of the hand. So when we get through to this part of the swing, we want to see the left hand underneath the right hand. We don't want to see the opposite. So if we see the opposite, obviously we're holding the club face open and we're not allowing that club face to square. So as we're coming round, we want to try and feel the hands are rolling over, releasing the club better. So at this part of the swing, left hand underneath the right hand. So if that's the case, what we then want to see, we want to see the golf ball starting to the left. So each time we make a swing, we want to take our normal swing like we do, make those little tweaks with the grip or the club face that we need, and then basically there we want to feel the same swing, and we want to get to a point where that golf ball is starting left of target and flying in a straight line. So if that's flying in a straight line, we then know that the club face is squared up to the path, causing the ball to obviously reducing the spin and causing the ball to fly in a much straighter direction. If the ball curves a little bit to the left, even better, because that just shows then you're getting much more closure of your club face, and then we've got that relationship that's going to hit that ball much straighter. So once you've consistently got that ball curving, starting to the left, flying in a straight line, you're then ready for stage 2. So stage 2, we're going to take a look at swing path. So first thing, obviously, within the swing path, what most people do when they slice, they get told this all the time, aim further left and play with the slice. In my opinion, that just makes it worse. So what that does is just sends the swing path even more to the left, causing the slice to go even more. So first thing we do there is obviously take a look at where the player is aiming. Like I say there, they generally aim a little bit too much to the left. So what I'm going to do there is I put a club down on the ground. I'm going to point that club in the direction of where my target is. So I want the body to be aiming straight at the target, or straight at the flag in this case. So when I'm taking my address now, I'm going to make sure that my toes are parallel to the golf club on the ground. So that's just going to ensure that when my feet, my knees, hips, my forearms and my shoulders are all lined up, pointing straight down towards my target. So that's the first part of it. Second part of it, I'm going to bring in an alignment stick, and I'm going to pop this alignment stick directly over the top of the golf ball, pointing straight down towards the target as well. So now we've got two aspects of swing path that we're going to be able to affect it by. So we've got the club on the ground with the alignment, so we're obviously making sure now we're not aiming too far to the left, so we're aiming square to the target. We're going to take our posture. The cane that I've just put up against the golf ball there, if I was to make my normal swing and take it too high outside the line, basically I'm going to come up and I'm going to hit the stick on the backswing. So there I'm going to swing underneath the stick. So this is going to force my swing plane to go a little bit more around my body. So instead of my swing plane going all the way up here, it's going to take it a little bit shallower, a little bit flatter around my body. And basically there, what I'm trying to do then is bring the golf club back into position to the golf ball, and I want to swing back underneath the stick. So if I go from this position and then move my body out to the right, or move my hands out to the right this way, over the top of that plane, and throw the golf club outside my hands, I'm basically then going to bring the golf club back down, hit the stick again. So the stick's basically there to make my swing plane a little bit more around my body. As I'm pulling the golf club down, I'm keeping it on the similar plane. What I'm trying to do then is make sure the club head there stays somewhere behind my hands, between my hands and my legs. And from there, it's obviously then going to work on a nice curve back in towards the golf ball, straightening the path towards my target. And obviously the work I've done with my Clubface previously, both of those then should match up, and the ball's flight should go straight down towards my target, reducing or eliminating the slice completely. So once we got everything set up nice and square, got my new grip, got my feel for squaring the club face up, I'm going to swing the club underneath the stick and then watch that ball fly in a dead straight line down towards my target. So there's the step-by-step drills that I take all my clients to fix their slices, and even sort of turn some of them into a draw shape. So if you found this video useful, please drop a comment in the boxes below. Let me know what you think. If you have got any issues with your game and you want me to sort of put a video in and help you out with that, please feel free to do so and ask in the comments. But if you did like the video, give me a like. Please subscribe to the channel because it really helps me grow. And if you want some more tips like this, keep a lookout for future videos. Thanks for watching.